Hey everybody, how are you? Welcome to the kitchen today. So today we're gonna do a lunch. So it's gonna be really quick. It's a salad today. So how is everybody doing up there today? Is everybody hanging in okay? I'm gonna just get pans and stuff together and then we'll get started. This won't take long at all because like I said, we're putting together a salad. And today what we're gonna do is a composed salad. I'm gonna have Nadia follow me for a minute. I need to rinse my pan. But we're gonna put together a composed salad. And what's different about a composed salad is that the greens or the lettuce, whatever you want to call it, it ends up just being an accent to the salad. The salad is about all of the other things that you add to it, the body of it, okay? So today we're doing what's called a composed salad, and it's gonna be a Cobb salad. So it still starts with greens. The only thing we're actually cooking today is some bacon, and I'm laughing because I'm doing some prosciutto too for Rhonda out there because I had some left, you remember from the other day. So we're gonna start off by getting our skillets, our pans going. And it's because I'm gonna put bacon in one and then I'm gonna put the prosciutto in the other. And you all remember the prosciutto is the thin slice. It's like an Italian ham. But what I'm gonna do today that's gonna be different about it than the other day is that I'm gonna slice it prior to us cooking it up. So we're gonna slice that in a few pieces. And then we've got some regular bacon out of the refrigerator. So don't even worry, like if you don't have the prosciutto, it's just an accent to this salad because this is a composed salad. So what happens is you compose all of these different layers. It's a Cobb salad, and you've more than likely had a Cobb salad before. And then we're going to actually make a dressing, and I'll give you some little tips about that. Now, trust me, you don't have to make salad dressing. People buy salad dressing in a bottle all day long or in a pack, and that's fine. If you buy the envelope, use the little envelope pack, okay? And when they ask you to mix in oil or water, mix in your oil, and then mix in some red wine in place of the water or some red wine vinegar. Red wine vinegar, before anybody gets to calling the alcoholic police on me and all of that. The red wine vinegar in the store is so bitter. Don't buy that. Use red wine. And for each cup of red wine vinegar, add a tablespoon of for each cup of red wine, add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Hence, you get apple cider vinegar. Don't buy red wine vinegar. It's bitter and it tastes like it could take the dye off your shoes. Don't buy that. It's not good.
Alma Navarro said, "Hey, ma'am."
Hey, Miss Alma, how are you?
And then Auntie Rhonda said, "Here we go. We don't have prosciutto."
Rhonda, and we don't have prosciutto. Y'all, I love her. This girl is just really keeping me on my toes. This is just so we can use up this stuff out of the kitchen, Rhonda. We're on the quarantine kitchen. And remember, we had this out the other day, so we want to be able to use it up. So we're going to get that to going real quick. We're going to add that to our skillet back here. And we don't have to add any oil to it because you all know that bacon makes its own oil. So there's our bacon going in there, and we're going to turn it up because we want it really crisp. And there's our prosciutto. Rhonda's prosciutto is going in there too.
Auntie Rhonda said, "Okay."
So while that's going, we're going to get rid of that. And I'll be right back to you. Hey guys, if you remember the other day, I know that seemed like a whole lot of chicken I had when we were doing the Tuscan chicken dish. And it was 3 pounds. But what happens is, I season all of that meat and stuff, and then I think about what I'm going to do with it. When I get to the grocery store, I say, oh, I got chicken breast, let me grab this and that. So we only used half of that chicken the other night for the Tuscan chicken. So we're going to use the other half today for this salad. So my oil is going into the skillet. It's an extra virgin olive oil. We did 2 turns of the bottle. That's just about 2 tablespoons or so because you wanted to coat the bottom. My chicken is here. It was seasoned the other day, and it's only seasoned with garlic, pepper, and salt. So we got that. We're going to let our skillet heat up a little bit, and then we're going to turn our bacon around, and we're just going to let that go. And actually, guys, I have a splatter guard, and guess what? I couldn't find it. So splatter guard is just a little mesh thing that you can put right on top of the skillet to keep bacon grease and all that kind of stuff from flying around. And I can't find mine. I'm not happy about that. But while we're talking about tools, and we're going to let that go and let this skillet get a little bit hotter, I wanted to talk to you all about your greens. We got a whole bowl of greens over here, and we are not going to leave these in the bowl. That's what makes this Cobb salad really a presentation salad and kind of a composed salad. The greens are going to end up just being an accent, but what I'm using is some mixed greens, and they come with these spring greens and spinach, and also there is some romaine lettuce in there. Romaine is that long piece of lettuce that comes. What I do is wash it and chop it up. So, guys, no matter, I buy the spring mix in a container like this. It's just a spring mix with spinach in it. If you don't like spinach, just get the plain spring mix. And the romaine. The romaine has already been cut. But this is what I'm going to tell you. I don't care what you buy in a container. I don't care how much they said they washed it. Wash your salad greens. Trust me. You may not have a salad spinner. I get it because I'm just a gadget person, so I buy all of this. But this is a little cheapy one, like I got probably for $5 or less somewhere. I can't even remember if it was like a dollar store or something. They have really good ones and they have cheap ones. If you don't eat that much salad, just buy you a little cheap one, but buy something because the goal is you need to wash lettuce all the time. I don't care how much they say they washed it, and you need it to be dry. The success in a good salad is that the leaves are dry. So these have been washed and dried for you guys, okay? So don't think that I just took some stuff out of a bowl and I'm putting it out here for y'all. That's not what we're doing, okay? This is going to be how we're going to put this all together. And we got some stuff over here really going. We're going to get this chicken in the skillet really fast. And I pounded it thin the other day, so they will not cook that long because they are very thin, as you can see. And they've already been seasoned with garlic, pepper, and salt. And our bacon is back there doing its thing really nicely. It's getting really crisp, almost too crisp, but we're going to make it work. So that's going, and I'm going to grab a spatula while that's going.
I was going to say, great point to clean veggies.
Yes, please clean veggies. I don't care, and what you do, you just put some, I'm sorry you all, my skillet is going a little crazy, but what you do is you put some, put a little cold water in your sink, and some people even drop like a spoon of apple cider vinegar or something in it just to clean stuff off. But clean your veggies all the time. Even when I peel veggies, and I'm sorry to have my back to you. Even when I peel veggies, I clean them. And I'm getting loud because I feel like these skillets are loud. Y'all know I love the sizzle, but it does get loud. And so we're gonna let that go a little bit. And these are doing okay, because you want it where they'll move a little bit. And in my opinion, I feel like they need just a little more pepper. I'm going to grab some pepper out of here because I don't see any pepper on them. And we're going to let that go with that pepper.
Auntie Roger said, what kind of skillets look expensive?
They are not. These skillets, believe it or not, are a line called Tramanita. And they come from Walmart. Now, yes, they are the top of the line at the Walmart, but they're really not that expensive. But, you know, I don't know. Let me give a disclaimer for that. It may not be, you may consider it expensive, but they're really not. They're about, I would say, these skillets are, and this one back here is not Tramanita. And it's sticking, as you notice. But no, they are about, I think these skillets, because I buy them separately, they don't come in a set. I want to say $39 per skillet or so, $29 to $39 per skillet, which, you know, when you check out places like Ross and Burlington, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, they do like all clad and all of that, and those skillets are not expensive at all. So we're going to let that go.
Auntie Reese said, so you pre-seasoned and baked the chicken?
Yes, well, I had pre-seasoned it because I cooked the dish the other day, and this was half of that chicken from that dish. So it was already pre-seasoned because it was left over from the other day. And I'm going to turn on our exhaust, so you all let me know if you can't hear. But no, so that's why it was pre-seasoned, Reed. But you can take it straight out of the pack. I was cracking up the other day because I said, take it straight out the pack. But even if you take it straight out the pack, wash that chicken, please. Don't let nobody tell you not to wash no chicken out the pack. Wash your chicken. Because you know how to clean your sink, wash everything all the time. And that was even before the pandemic. Don't let people tell you not to wash chicken or meat. That's just nasty. Wash everything. Because stuff happens. Things go through a processing plant, and it is not pretty, trust me.
Auntie Rhonda said cookware makes a difference in cooking, I think.
It does. It actually does make a big difference, which is why I can get more of like a good sear on it. But let me tell you how that's true, because this pan, and I cannot remember where I got it from, is not from that line. It's just silver, and the bottom is very thin. So as you see, my bacon went very, very fast, and it even crisped up my, you know, almost to the point that it almost burned the bottom. But since I want the bacon crispy, it's okay. But you're right, it does make a difference, because that pan is thinner on the bottom. So heavy-duty pans do make a difference. You're absolutely right about that.
Kimberly Somerville said, we were always taught to wash our meat. And Auntie Reese said, gotcha, okay.
Yes. Because, yeah, wash meat. I don't understand that. I saw that not too long ago. And I'm sorry, guys, Nadia is filming me. Not too long ago, I saw that, and it was like a debate. And people were saying you shouldn't wash chicken. And we were always taught to wash, and that's just what I do. So my goal is to wash everything. So those chicken breasts are getting kind of brown. Now let's get a picture of that. I'm going to remove the bacon, and we're going to put it on paper towel because it has a lot of grease, and Nadia's going to stay there with that chicken breast. And so guys, yeah, wash everything. This is so quick. Like, for me, it feels like this is taking a long time, and it's really not. And I know it's because I'm doing other things at the same time, but you all can so do this. And while our chicken and everything is going, we're going to turn that chicken down just a little bit. And what I'm doing is about 3 minutes per side, because they are red, very, very thin, and they will be done. And see how they got that pretty brown color on them? That's what you want. Normally, what I would do if I were not filming is I would put them on the little grill. I have a grill in here inside. It's a little stove top grill that I use, but it smokes up really bad, and you can't hear with it on. But even if you don't have that, if you have like a little grill pan, or you can have a George Foreman grill, we use that too. I ain't tripping, I love all the gadgets. You can put that on there, but in the skillet is just fine. So these are just about done, so we're going to let them go just for a little bit longer. I'm going to grab a platter.
Diane George said, hey, sugar, I almost missed it. And Auntie Reese said, was the bacon crumpled?
Yes. It was bacon and prosciutto, and I sliced it before I put it in the skillet, so as it cooked, it crumbled up a little bit more for you. So we're going to take this chicken out, and we're going to be cutting on this board. Now, the only reason I'm putting this chicken on this board and I'm going to cut vegetables on this board is because this chicken is cooked. And that is why I'm using the wooden board. When it's raw stuff, do not mix it on your board. And I use a plastic board that's been treated. It's like a, you know, I guess they put that microban stuff or something on it. I don't know what it is, but this is just, these brown boards are just presentation boards. But I'm putting it here because we're going to compose this salad, and I want you all to see how it all comes together. We're going to let this chicken go a little bit more, and I feel like it needs a little pepper. Don't forget it already had the seasoning, it already had garlic powder and salt on it. I'm going to wash my hands since I was just messing with chicken. And so we're going to put this all together. Now what's going in this salad, I'm going to have Nadia to come over to me. We're going to let the chicken go, and I'm going to start showing you guys about the presentation of it. We already had, I told you about the lettuce. We talked about that, right? So it's a mix of spring mix and spinach together. This is our board that we're going to put this on. And I do this like this all the time, seriously, guys. Like, it's not deep. It doesn't have to be in a bowl, because the thing about this salad is it's a composed salad. The lettuce is just an accent to it. So our greens and all of that is just an accent. You can put this on a platter. You can put it on a plate. I'm just doing it like this to show you guys how I would present this salad. I've done this for company. We'll do this like this, Banks will put some chicken on the grill, or he would put some steaks on the grill, and people would grab this salad. Or guess what? If it's a quick night and you just want the taste, leave it in the bowl. It's all right too. You can do that.
Miss Hart said, I'm putting a request in to cook with a cast iron skillet. I have one from Christmas from 2 years ago and I'm afraid to use it.
Well, we're going to do something with a cast iron skillet. I'll see what I can come up with this weekend. You can do great stuff with a cast iron skillet. So we're going to flip these breasts, guys, because we don't want them to get too cooked, because like I told you, they are very, very thin. And so you see they're almost done. They're done all the way through.
Dad said, hello, come in.
Hey, hey. Okay, so our bacon is already done. We got these chicken breasts over here. I'm just letting them rest for a minute or so. And we're going to let those finish. And we're going to come back over here to our salad. Guys, I have got some cherry tomatoes. And these were not washed beforehand. So I'm just going to toss them into the salad spinner. And we're going to rinse them off. And you all know how to rinse and do all that, but I'm so serious, I just rinse and wash everything. Even though they're in a bag and all that kind of stuff, rinse and wash it. It won't hurt a thing. But the key is to get it really dry by the time you put it on your salad. So like I told you, this is a cheap little spinner, but we just give it a spin. And these are tomatoes, so they're okay. They don't really need all of that, but it'll take the water off a little bit. Tomatoes are simple because you can just grab yourself some paper towel like we're doing here, and we're going to dry these tomatoes off. And they'll be fine. Because the key is we want them really, really dry. So that's my goal with that. So these are clean towels. We're going to take that and we're going to get these tomatoes out where they can dry. And more than likely, those chicken breasts are ready now, so we're going to grab those.
Auntie Rhonda said, yes, mine will be in the bowl. Don't have a wooden platter.
You can put it on a regular plate, but you can do it in a bowl. But I just want you to see how to put it together. So we got the tomatoes. We're going to take the rest of this chicken out, and we're going to let it all rest over here. This is done. And the way you can tell if it's done, you just press it and you'll feel it. It won't have all of that bounce to it, but you don't want it too dry. But see how that has pretty color on it? There you go. We're going to take that off. And now we are done with the cooking for this portion of this. We are done with that.
Auntie Reese said, I need to get a spinner. And Auntie Rhonda said, I love presentation. I'm with it.
Yeah, get a spinner. Ray, you can find a spinner really cheap. I'm so serious. Like, you don't have to go back. I'm telling you, it was either Walmart or maybe even Aldi, because I can't remember where this little brand came from. And it was like $5, because I don't care if you only eat salad once a month. Buy a spinner because you need to wash it and you need that lettuce to be dry. Because what happens is if it's all, big like that, it's not good. So we're cutting over here. Even though our chicken is here, we can cut our vegetables over here because our chicken is cooked. So I've got one avocado. And trust me, all of this is stuff that, you can change to fit the way you cook. If you don't like avocado, don't use avocado. Okay? So you're going to peel that right on off of there. Get our little peels off. I can't stand removing the peel because I always have the hardest time with that part. But we got it off today. It didn't act too much of a donkey. And my avocado is really ripe. And so it's falling apart. But nobody in my family really likes the avocado but me. So we're going to slice that up too. So let's get a slice on that avocado. I just take it down the middle. And then we're just going to slice it to try and keep the little slices together, because they look really good when I go to lay them on the salad. So avocados are ready. Then we're going to chop our chicken. So I can feel that this chicken is done. You can see that it's done. And I keep the pieces intact like that. We're going to keep them intact, and I'm going to do about 4 little areas of it. And I'm cutting it all the way through, but I'm keeping it together because when I lay it on the platter for presentation, I want you to be able to grab like that whole piece, but still have it come apart when you're ready to eat it.
Auntie Reese said, question on avocado. How do I know if it's ripe? I have 3 now, but they got soft.
Okay. If they got really soft, they may get black on the inside and they look ugly, but they're still good. But you should be able to pinch it. It should be kind of firm. It should not be too hard ever. If you buy it and it's hard, let it sit. You can put it in a paper bag and that'll help it ripen quicker. But when you sit it out, don't sit it out near citrus because that's what darkens it as it ripens. And I have a bad habit of doing that because I buy avocados and limes together because I like the guacamole. But when I store them together on the countertop, they'll soften quick, which I like, but they get black, and that's because of the citrus sitting next to it. It's something about, I guess, the gas that the citrus gives off does that to it. So yeah, always pinch them. They should be a little firm, but not overly soft. If it's overly soft, it's probably turning black on you, which is not good. Okay, we also have eggs. It's going to be so much stuff on this salad, y'all. But how we're going to do this now is I'm going to start putting my chicken on it. So we can use that board. So we got some chicken there. Chicken.
Auntie Rhonda said, I didn't know that about the citrus with the avocados.
Yeah, it does. It's some kind of gas it gives off. You know, I'm going to look it up when we get off so I can make sure that I'm giving you the correct, and I know I'm giving you the correct information, but I can't think of the name of the gas right now. And it'll cause the avocado to ripen quick, which is fine, but it also darkens the flesh on it. So guys, to me, I've got some chicken left, but I think this is enough because we got to put some other stuff in there. So I told you today we were going to be talking about all these gadgets and stuff and how I like gadgets and everything. So this salad has chicken on it now, and we're going to do some red onion. I got a red onion that I cut in half. And I know you can slice this onion. Don't pay me no mind when it comes to the gadgets, because you can do all this with your hands too, okay? Because I'll show you that. You can easily just sit here and slice it with your knife, like so. And you'll still get a thin slice. But you know, for me, I like the presentation of it, so I'm going to slice it with this mandolin. And it'll make them so much quicker, and I can control how much onion we are using. And I'm sorry, I had a knife to swing out on Nadia. Sorry, Nadia. So guys, we got some red onion. I don't do a whole lot of red onion, but my family loves onion. But I do red because it's very mild. And look how thin that comes out with that mandolin. So we're going to put some of that in there. And if you notice, I'm trying to group it by each chicken breast. Because what will happen is, you can grab that part and have a whole meal, like right in your little section. And you can tell somebody, get off that section. That's my little section of onion, and that's my little section.
Nia said, hey, Auntie.
Hey.
Auntie Reese said, but it's true to never refrigerate avocados?
Yeah, I don't refrigerate avocados. I don't know if something's wrong if you do or not. Amanda, are you on here? Can we refrigerate avocados? We'll see if Amanda answers me. She's my resident expert on avocado. I just made her that today. So guys, then we're going to put some avocado on there, on each piece. So see, I told you all, this is not a lot of cooking. This is just all about composing. Hence the name, the composed salad.
Miss Evelyn said, hey, lady. Auntie Ryder said, I need some of those gadgets. My B-Day just passed. Miss Ball said, I refrigerate mine. It slows down the ripening. And right. Miss Hart said, I do, but I'm only a quarter Mexican.
You are retarded. That is not why I asked you. No. So you're right, Deb. I knew that part. So Reed, that's the answer to the question. You can refrigerate it if you don't want it to ripen fast. For me, I always want it to ripen fast because generally by the time I buy it, I'm ready for some guacamole. So far we've got the salad going with the green onions. We've got the chicken breast on there. And now it's just going to be a matter of getting all of our fixings on there. Because we've got so much things out of the way. Because I loaded up with all kinds of stuff. Because everybody likes something different. So we got some tomatoes that are going there. We even have a cucumber because Nadia likes cucumber. And so we got that. So what I do with cucumber is...
I love cucumber.
Take the ends off. Yes, you hear Nadia says she loves cucumber. I take the ends off. And then we are going to... peel it if I can find my peeler. There it is. So some people leave the peel on and that's fine. But I don't particularly care for the flavor of the peel. But what I do is I won't take it all the way off. And don't trip about a peeler. Go in the dollar store and pick up a peeler. It can be a cheap one.
Arthurita said, me too, Naughty.
So
we
there
cucumber twins.
So there we go. So, but what I do, because remember I told you all, besides this salad being pretty, it needs to stay dry. This is how people mess up their salads. Slice that cucumber in half. So we're going to slice this cucumber just like that. We're going to grab a spoon, and you probably didn't know this part, and you're going to take those seeds out. See these seeds that are in the cucumber? Get your spoon. You see what I'm doing? And we are going to pull those seeds out. See how all of those seeds are coming out of there? That's the liquid in your salad. Right there. And I did leave on the back. So look, I left a little bit of the peel like that. I took the seeds out. Now we got a dry cucumber. Let's show you that again. I peeled it. There's no rhyme or reason. Just left some of the peel to give it some color. Took the seeds out. All you got is a spoon. Take a spoon, scrape the seeds out. Yeah, the seeds is good for fiber and all that. And if you're on some kind of health food thing, don't throw it away. Put it in a Ziploc bag, mix it in your smoothie. I don't know. But I don't like it on my salad. It makes it too wet. So we got 2 pieces of that, and now we're going to slice that.
Mr. C said, we should always be ready for guac. Hi, friends. Miss y'all.
Hey, Mr. C. Yes. Guac is the thing. So, guys, I'm just going to chop that up a little bit like so. And I'm trying to do this where Nadi can see. But I'm just going to chop, and she'll figure out where she needs to be.
This boy said, that is so pretty. My boys would pick out the chicken.
Right. Of course, and that's what Big T does. So that's why I got to make sure it's a lot of chicken, because he picks all around. So there we go. We got some green going. Got some cucumber on it. Oh, the cucumber. But I like it. I'm telling you guys, like, I'll do this in the summertime because T grills a lot in the summer. And so I'll just do all of the stuff less the chicken, because sometimes he'll do it and he may grill chicken or shrimp or whatever. And then I'll just do this part, and then we'll add the meat, and then there you go. It's a whole meal, and we've done it when people are over for friends and everything, and it's really good. I've got some cherry tomatoes going on there. And y'all, let me tell you, this quarantine cooking has been a mess, because you know we have to do the stores and do our pickup, right? So I asked for cherry tomatoes. Does anything about that say cherry to you? It's some kind of grape, long, whatever tomato. Read the package, cherry. So that's my thing. Walmart will substitute your stuff, and they told me they were substituting. Don't get me wrong. So I knew that, but my thought was, if you substitute, you're just substituting for another brand of cherry tomato. This is not a cherry tomato. The pack said grape something. I don't know, but it didn't say cherry. My point is, go to cherry. So we're going to add some of those on there just for the color of it, because I really like how that's looking.
Auntie Reese said, I mean, you are literally presenting this so people can grab a section.
Yes, really. That's how you do it. So, and then you can tell somebody, that's my side. Get off my side. So the second part of this let me add our bacon, and then I'm going to tell you about this substitution, how they wear me out with this, with the substitutions. Okay, so in this salad, we're going to add a little bit of our pancetta and bacon in each little section. Now, of course, you could always just dump this all in a bowl and it's still good. But I wanted to show you guys what a composed salad looks like. And that's all it is. It's just a salad that's just been put together. And of course, when I have all the things left, we just keep it. And then you just make something else with it. But literally, like, this would be gone in my house really quick. really, because they'll eat on it like all day. So anyway, let me get back to these substitutions, y'all. So we did that. I like blue cheese, but nope, because that's gonna be my last story. That's gonna be too funny. We did some hard-boiled eggs. Okay, so I did those beforehand because y'all don't need to watch somebody boil eggs. But let me tell you how to boil eggs. You will hear people say, "Oh my gosh, she can't even cook an egg," and that's really kind of true. What you do when you are boiling an egg, take this down, write it down, write it down. That one broke. Put your eggs in the pot with some water, okay? Cover the eggs by 1 inch. How do I know I got 1 inch, Rhonda? I already hear you. What you do is, put your finger on one of those eggs that's in the pan. If the water comes to the line, that first little line on your finger, you got 1 inch of water. Bring it to a boil. When it comes to a boil, turn the water off, move it off of the heat. Move the pan off the heat and cover it up. Let it sit for 11 minutes. 11. I know it's a strange number. 11 minutes. Let it sit. Take it out of the pan, cover it in cold water. Let it sit for another 2 minutes. Your eggs will come out perfect, soft-boiled, and yellow. And you won't get that ugly green ring around it. Don't you hate when somebody's trying to make you some deviled eggs and you get that ugly green ring? I can't stand that. So there we go. We got eggs on here. We got that. The final step, no, it's not the final, next to the final, is blue cheese. I love blue cheese, okay? You don't have to put blue cheese on here. We got a question?
Yes. Auntie Reed said, okay, what's the other meat with bacon? I'm not versed.
Prosciutto. Prosciutto is an Italian ham. It comes in little thin slices, and I wish I might have another pack. Hold on, because Rhonda going to be talking trash, but I got another pack. Hold on, I'll be back. Prosciutto. Prosciutto is like a bacon. It's a dry cured Italian bacon, and it's thin like that. It comes in little packs. And it's like, they call it the Italian bacon. So you fry it up and it gets crisp just like bacon, but it has a little different flavor and it's a little saltier. That's what that is. Okay, so now on to this cheese, y'all. I love blue cheese. In this salad, blue cheese just tastes good because of the vinaigrette and stuff that I like to put on it. Well, the first cheese I got was something called Chevere, Chevere or something. It was a goat on the cover. When I saw the goat, I said, nothing about this says blue cheese, but it was crumbled. So I guess because I said blue cheese crumbles, they thought that was okay. No, it was not. So now I don't want that. Can I get something? Well, I end up getting this cheese. It's called queso fresco or something. Help me out, Amanda. You know what this cheese is. Anyway, it's very good. It's a little salty. It has a different flavor texture than blue cheese, but that's the one that I put because it's a Mexican crumbling cheese. And so it's pretty good. It's not blue cheese. It has a whole different flavor, but I like it. I liked it for this. I haven't tried it all together. It was like, okay, it's 15 minutes before we hopping on, and this is what I got. So this is what I end up using. So this is what I mean. Cooking is just not that etched in stone. You just figure out what you like, what you don't like. You use some stuff, like I may use this today and never use it again. You know what I mean? So now, let's get to this dressing. I wanted to teach you all how to make a vinaigrette. It is the simplest thing ever. You don't have to make salad dressing. You can still buy it in a bottle. But I make it up because I just like how it tastes, right?
Real quick, Miss Hodge says it comes in a circular block. I call it goat cheese, but I don't think that's accurate.
Right. It's the round block. It's queso something, fresco or whatever. But it's a pretty good cheese. I tasted it raw and it's okay. Mm-hmm. So to make this vinaigrette, y'all, anytime you want to make a salad dressing, it's more like an Italian type dressing that people would make in an Italian restaurant. All it is it's 2 parts red wine vinegar to 1 part olive oil, okay? I told you I don't like red wine vinegar. So in here I added a 1/2 cup of oil and a whole cup of red wine, but then I added 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Because to make red wine vinegar, all you need is red wine, 1 cup of red wine and a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, red wine vinegar. Don't buy red wine vinegar off the shelf. I'm telling you, it tastes like acid. Or just go in there and buy it and taste it so you can see that I know what I'm talking about. So that's what's in here, right? But what I don't like is you will see people all on YouTube and all on these places telling you, get a jar, put your stuff in the jar, and then shake it up, and it's going to mix. Lies they tell, it's not going to mix. You want it mixed because oil and vinegar, as you see, they separate. So no matter how much you mix this and shake it, it's never going to blend. Here's the key. You need to add some Dijon mustard. I know. And guess what? If you don't have Dijon mustard, you can use regular mustard. But Dijon mustard is horrible by itself to me. I don't like it. I know people put it on sandwiches. I can't stand it. But when you mix it into a salad dressing, change your world, change your life. So in this little container, I got a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, a half a teaspoon of garlic, a half a teaspoon of pepper, and a teaspoon of salt. We're going to put that all in there, right? And what did I just tell y'all? On YouTube, they would tell you, and on all the other places, get on there, put it in there, and shake, shake, shake. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to shake, shake, shake it for y'all, and let y'all see what it turns out to be. Okay? Now, mind you, this is the one I made earlier. Looks nothing like this, right? Oh, and I forgot one thing that was not on my list. To cut the flavor, it depends. If you're using a sweet wine, you may need a little sugar, but I think this, you may not need sugar, but this one should be okay. If it tastes bitter to you, you may need a little sugar, but I'm using a sweet wine, so this is okay. But we're just going to shake because I want to show you their experiment. Okay, we're shaking, 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 shaking. Okay, and to be honest, it's not that bad, but see, I don't like how I can still see a few little flecks of the Dijon mustard, and to me, it looks very liquidy. Like if I put it on my salad, it was just gonna run off. I like salad dressing to have a little bite to it, right? So if you got a blender, put it in your blender cup. I don't have a blender. I got the little Ninja. It gets loud. So y'all calm down for 1 second. I'm just gonna do it for you. Mute them for a second now because it gets really loud.
How do I do that?
It's mute on the side. Oh, that's okay. You may not be able to. Don't worry about it, guys. Just listen to this word for a second. Okay. That's what you want. You want it blended to the fact that it'll change colors. Okay? We're going to taste it up. Got my little trusty plastic spoon. And it's perfect. Honestly, it's like something, if you've never made salad dressing, just try it. And if you don't like it, get the bottle. But you would like it. I made some earlier, and it sat overnight because it always tastes better to me, like after the seasoning sit and stuff. But it is really good. So today, we are done with our lunch. We got this pretty composed salad. You would get your little salad tongs or whatever, get somebody a plate, and lay it on there. And it would be perfect. So I'm going to plate that up. We're just going to use a little small white salad plate today. Oh my God, I can't hold that. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so got our little white plate. We got a little chicken breast. And there's something else too. When you put your greens down, because a lot of people say, I just don't like the taste of salad greens. Season them. Like before you add all this extra stuff, season your salad greens.
Miss Hart said I'm definitely making this.
Yeah, season your greens. You can do that. And it's really not, it did not take that long. I mean, look how, it took me longer to talk about it and do all of the extra stuff. I'm sorry, y'all. And I am doing such a messy plate, forgive me, but there's our little cheese, right? It is the best salad. The chicken breast is under there. Normally, if I would do it, if I was presenting it to people, I would make sure that some of my chicken breast was on top.
We do have another question. Aunt Therese said, will you be posting the recipe?
I will. I can do that. I will definitely do that. Y'all, look how pretty that is and how simple that is. This could even be a dinner salad because it's got the chicken in it. And you can alter it up to put whatever you like. This is another thing. Don't dress your salad at all until you're ready to eat it, because the acid and all of that in dressings, even in bottled dressings, they start to break your lettuce down. So if you were doing this for a party, you could so do this. Have this platter sitting. I've done this. I covered it in plastic wrap just like this and put it in my fridge. I've got the in my big fridge. I put it in there, covered in plastic, and let it sit. And when people come, take the plastic off, set it on the table, Torrance grills up some meat, and this is it. That's the whole party done. So, even though we're cooking in quarantine, nobody's on the grill because he's at work today. We grilled about chicken breast. I thought this was a good one to show you guys, so that's why I wanted to do that one for you. Now, I'm going to hop on tomorrow because it's Friday. And I saw this a couple of weeks ago because we all do it. I think Reed and them were doing it and some other people. We all do Friday night fish fries. People from Chicago and all those kind of places. And they may do them down here too. But for us, I know traditionally that was the thing. So tomorrow night, I am doing a Friday night fish fry. I am going to do some catfish and make some coleslaw and show you like how I do coleslaw and all that kind of good stuff. We're going to do that tomorrow and turn on a little music and just cook for about 30 minutes because I mean, people may know, you may not know how to fry fish, but tune in tomorrow, we're going to do that. And on Saturday morning, I'm going to hop on and do a quiche for you for breakfast. And it's something that we make for breakfast on a Saturday morning, and then we'll eat on it all day long. But I'm going to also do an overnight French toast for you. So while you're in the kitchen making up something for Saturday for breakfast, you can get that overnight French toast ready, have it in the refrigerator. Then on Sunday morning, you pop something in the oven. You get home from church or whatever, even though we're not doing that this week, you can get up, put that in the oven, slice it. When you all get through watching worship on Sunday morning, you already got some breakfast made. Just got to make something on the side. So I enjoyed hanging out with y'all today. Thanks for all the questions and all that good stuff. I will post the recipe. Just let me get it wrote out because when I'm, doing it, I have no idea. But I will post it for you and make sure that you all get that. And gonna try and figure out how to get all of this stuff converted over to YouTube where people can actually find it again.
Yes, and before we go, I do have a quick announcement. Mm-hmm. We are still taking names submissions for what you want the channel to be called. So just please put that in the comments if you can. If you come up with anything, we will be looking at that. So thank you.
Thank you, Nadia. Nadia is the best camera person ever because I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Thanks for coming in and hanging out in the kitchen with us. And so I am working on stuff to bring to you guys. I'm even working on like a grocery list, stuff that we can call and pick up and have stuff in the house. Anything that you think of that you feel like in the food arena that you would like to know or always wanted to know, hit me up and I promise you I'll get on here and try to explain it to you, okay? I love you all. Have a great day. Bye.